Connected health data raises the bar for AI permission design. OpenAI's health launch shows that useful AI personalization in sensitive domains depends on explicit consent, data separation, deletion controls, careful escalation, and a clear role for qualified professionals. OpenAI's July 23 launch of Health in ChatGPT moves a familiar AI question into a much more sensitive setting. What should happen when a conversational system can use medical records, activity data, sleep patterns, medications, and recent visits as context? The product is beginning to roll out to eligible adult users in the United States, with optional connections to Apple Health and supported medical record providers. The immediate benefit is continuity. Instead of repeatedly collecting and explaining the same history, a user can ask questions against information already connected with permission. That continuity can make health information easier to understand. OpenAI describes uses such as comparing a new result with earlier tests, summarizing changes since an appointment, exploring how activity or sleep relates to a routine, and preparing better questions for a clinician. The important boundary is equally clear. The system is intended to support, not replace, qualified medical care. Health information can be incomplete or outdated, models can make mistakes, and consequential decisions still require verification and professional judgment. The most significant design lesson is that consent cannot be reduced to a one-time connection screen. By default, OpenAI says ChatGPT asks before using connected medical records or Apple Health information to personalize a response. A user can approve access once, choose broader ongoing access, change that choice later, explicitly invoke health, or disconnect a source. This turns permission into an active part of the conversation rather than an invisible background assumption. Data handling also needs visible separation. OpenAI says connected health information and conversations that use it are not used to train foundation models or target advertising, regardless of the user's general model training setting. The company also describes additional encryption protections for connected health information. Those commitments matter because sensitive personalization is only trustworthy when users can understand which data follows ordinary product rules and which data receives stricter treatment. Deletion and memory controls are another part of the architecture. OpenAI says data synced from a disconnected health source is deleted from its systems within 30 days, while information already included in conversation history remains until those conversations are deleted. It also distinguishes memories derived from a health conversation from raw connected records, saying memories are not created directly from the connected medical record or Apple Health data. The distinction is subtle, but it illustrates why sensitive AI systems need precise explanations of what is connected, copied into a conversation, remembered, retained, and removed. The product also highlights a broader safety pattern for tool-connected agents. Before another connected service could disclose health information, for example, sharing a training plan derived from activity data, additional safeguards are intended to check whether the action matches the user's request, with confirmation for some sensitive actions. This is the right direction for any agent that can cross data boundaries. Retrieving context and transmitting context should be treated as different permission events. OpenAI reports that more than 300 million people ask ChatGPT health-related questions each week and says physicians helped build evaluations and test the connected experience. Scale makes careful escalation essential. A useful health assistant should explain uncertainty, ask for missing context, recognize situations that may require urgent or professional care, and help a person prepare for a real clinical conversation. High usage is not evidence that an AI system should become the final authority. It is evidence that understandable guardrails and handoffs must work reliably. The larger technology story is that personalization quality and permission quality are becoming inseparable. In low-risk settings, a weak consent model may feel like a product flaw. Around medical records, finances, identity, or private communications, it becomes a trust and safety failure. The next generation of AI products will be judged not only by how much context they can connect, but by whether users can see, limit, revoke, and verify every important use of that context. Source reviewed. OpenAI launching health in ChatGPT, July 23, 2026. https://openai.com/index/health-in-chat/